Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Ira Bowman. This is Follow Me Live. What have we got going on here today, people? It's been a week, hasn't it? Come on. Oh, look, we got the audience rolling in now. Look, if you haven't seen, I've actually got a guide. I call it the Ira Guide. It's a play. It's a cheesy play. Good morning, LJ. LJ and I just connected on LinkedIn officially this week. You know why? Because I see her in my posts all the time. She's supporting me. She's friendly, and I had a spot open up. I'm maxed out on LinkedIn, as many of you know. There is a cap. It's 30,000. I hit it last year, early last year, as a matter of fact. I think it was January of 2019 that I maxed out. So I don't really get to add people very much. Every once in a while, I get a spot open up. But if you want to fill it, that's one of the ways that you fill it. You participate in my comments. I am good. Hope you are too. And anyways, if you do that and you send me a connection invite, or sometimes I send you one. I actually sent one yesterday to Lisa Day. Why? Because she engaged on my show, which is a brand new show. It's called Ask Ira Job Seeker Q&A. And I'm doing that actually. Good morning, Dana. I'm doing that twice. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing that twice a week. It's the only show that I've even considered doing twice a week. And actually, I'm potentially going to do it 3 times a week. Truth be told, I'm looking at some of the shows I'm doing now going, I might not do them anymore. Why? Well, because look, I don't do this to be famous. I really don't. I never came to social media to get famous. But I do know this. The work that I do with job seekers is really important, and results matter, right? So because of those two things, some of the shows I do, the results aren't there. And by the way, good morning, Joe, the finance guy. Joe and I have a show coming up on Wednesday this week at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. You can time adjust for wherever you are. Like, for example, that'll be 1:30 in India, but it'll be 1:30 in the morning. So sorry, guys, that's probably not one you're going to want to catch live, but you can always catch any of these videos. You can catch them after they record on any of these 3 platforms. Facebook, you got to go to Bowman Digital Media on Facebook, and that's where you'll find my videos. So subscribe or follow that channel. I think it's follow actually on that one. YouTube, that's where Joe's at right now. You can subscribe to Ira Bowman. You can subscribe to Joe, the finance guy. Hey, while you're there. Anyways, you can find us there. And also, of course, on LinkedIn. Now, the only thing I don't like about the LinkedIn is these notifications with live, it seems like, are not reliable anymore, which is one of the reasons why I put out the Ira Guide. So we'll come back to the Ira Guide later. I'll actually put that up so you can take a screenshot if you'd like. Or you can just go to my profile on any of those platforms. I've put that up so that you can know when and where to find me if you want to find me. And if you do find me, what I'll be talking about that particular day. Like today is Follow Me Live. What is Follow Me Live? Well, I always like to introduce it. It's somewhere in the show. So let me just go ahead and do that now. And hello to all of you who are making these comments. This is wonderful to have people from all over the world, to have people that get it. So let's talk about this. I cannot wait for Wednesday. Me either, brother. I love Wednesday. I also like Wednesday because I get to go to church, and I love church. So I'm actually on Wednesday nights now, I'm the security guard at church. That's a new thing. I just had that the very first time this week. It is kind of weird to be at church and not be in service. But in full disclosure, I used to work security once upon a time as a side job. And so I have experience with it, and I'm helping out in that way. So here's a good thing to do. Tell us where you're from. So John is from Northern Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C. Welcome to the show, John. Christy, you're in San Francisco. I used to live in the Bay Area. In fact, I met my wife and graduated high school, went to college, and we had kids and all that stuff in the South Bay. And then we lived, my wife and I lived out actually beyond the Bay Area. This last time we lived in a bedroom community called Manteca, which is on the way to Yosemite or Stockton or Sacramento, depending on where you're going. But anyways, that's where we lived. So Hartford, Connecticut. Never been to Connecticut. Here's another one from San Francisco. Where in San Francisco are you? Sorry, I got some wild eyebrows going on here. So let's adjust that so you don't think I'm a freak. Well, you might think I'm a freak because I pretty much am, but that's another story for another day. From New York, we got Richmond, Virginia. So there's the second one from Virginia. The Netherlands, welcome. I think they speak Dutch in the Netherlands, if I'm correct, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. I always trying to learn some stuff. South Africa, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Hickory, North Carolina, awesome. Toronto, welcome. Dominican, but you live in New York. Well, hey, I think that is super cool. And welcome to the show. Zimbabwe, Africa, welcome. New Jersey, welcome. So we've got quite a few. I'm coming to you from LA. Well, in full disclosure, I don't live in Los Angeles. I live in the Los Angeles greater metropolitan area, which is a huge place. So there's lots of towns and cities and stuff. I live kind of on the edge of it. I live where it's a little bit less expensive to live, and I have a large family, so I needed that. And I'm thankful now that I'm self-employed that I don't have a huge mortgage to pay. But I live in a town called Moreno Valley. It's in the Inland Empire, which is kind of fun to say. But that's where you will find me if you're ever in the area. Look me up. Hit me up with a DM. I'm open for coffee and stuff like that if you're ever in my area. We got Richmond, Virginia in the house. I did not know that, Adam. I thought you were... I don't know why, but I thought you were closer to Minnesota. I don't know. And I don't know why I would think that, but maybe there it is. Hi from Sacramento. This is my cousin. I love my cousin. Hey, Anthony, are you on a video capable device? I know sometimes that's a challenge. If you are, I want to bring you on the show and just introduce you to everybody. Maybe get you a little extra exposure in the grand search. Maybe that would be a good thing to do. Let me know. You can send me a DM if you want, or you can just answer here. Mission District, that's right in the meat. You are in the thick of San Francisco. A lot of times people tell me they're in San Francisco, and then they're not. They're in Redwood City or whatever. So she really is in the heart of the Mission District. Hi from London. Hello. Little late for you guys there, but this is why I do it at 9 a.m. here in California. It is 9:15 in California. I do it early because a lot of you guys are coming to me from other parts of the world, and so I try to make it at a time where everybody can be on if they want to be on. Council Bluffs, Iowa. I have never been to Council Bluffs, but I've been through Iowa. Welcome. Abdul, where are you from? Botswana. Welcome. Indianapolis, but he services the whole country. Yep. His website used to say he lived in New York. It didn't really say that. It just had a picture of New York. It's got a picture of Indianapolis now. I don't know why. Something cool happened. Thanks, Scott. I missed that. LinkedIn, Joseph Stepke. Yeah, follow that guy. He's a good guy. I call him Batman. No snow for me. I needed a more temperate climate. See, it makes sense. Total sense. That's why I live in California. Hello from Italy. Hello. From Kenya. Welcome. Aflac. You sell Aflac? I've got several people in my circle that sell Aflac. It's a very good product. I've got Larry Tweed in Las Vegas, and I've got Corey Haber in New Jersey, I believe is where she lives. Anyways, Aflac's a good product if you guys aren't familiar with it. In a dentist office. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll get together. I want to get you on air. Hello. Where are you from? Hello. Now, if you see people who say hello like this means hello, guys. The English is not their first language. So don't, pick on them or anything. Just understand what they're trying to say. They're trying to be friendly. It is the weekend in most of the world, but I still have a whole work day. It's Friday morning here, Mohammed. I have to work still. So believe it or not, I get paid to do this stuff by myself. I'm self-employed. Yeah. I missed what that conversation was about. India, good morning, or actually it's good evening for you there. It is 9:45 at night in India right now. Ghana, welcome. Ghana's West Africa, in case you're not familiar with that. Melvin Scott. UAE, welcome. What time is it there, Mohammed? I think the UAE is like 11 hours ahead of me. So you would be right at close to midnight. Well, no, like 10 o'clock, right? 10 o'clock Friday night, something like that. I think so. India, I am doing good. Okay, guys, if you're not familiar with the show, let me give you the kind of the quick version of what the show is. The show is it's called Follow Me, and that confuses people because they think they're supposed to follow me. And by all means, if you're not following me already, please follow me. And the advantage of you following me is you will gain a follower. Why is that? Because I practice what I preach. I follow every single person back who follows me. Now, one caveat to that: you have to allow followers on some of these platforms. It's not automatic. What that means is you have to go into your security settings and you have to change it to allow followers. Some of you, when I hit the follow button, it doesn't take because your settings aren't open. So you just have to make that adjustment. So one easy way to tell, by the way, if you go if you're on LinkedIn, go and look at the number of connections you have, and then go look at the number of followers you have. If the number is the same, then your settings are likely incorrect. You should have more followers than connections in most cases. So it's just a quick way to kind of double check. Okay. If you don't know how to do it, send me a DM on LinkedIn. I will show you how to do it. I am a nice guy. At least I try to be. Okay. On YouTube, I don't think that there's any issue there, but most of you don't have a YouTube channel, but I do. And if you like these videos, look, if you ever miss any of my lives, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can watch them whenever you want. They're all there. I broadcast every single one of my lives on YouTube, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn, because I know that some people, like for example, right now, Joe Stepke is in his car somewhere doing something, going to some meeting to drink more coffee. So YouTube is easier for him to watch on the go with his app. Now, he might not be actually in the car. I'm just saying, right? He's not sitting at his desk. So, and there are people who love Facebook, and that's where they are. So anyways, the point of this show, so you're making these comments, and the reason why I encourage you to speak in the comments is really not for, okay, there are stats like on all these shows, how many people watch, how many people comment, all that stuff. I don't care about that for the number's sake. I really don't. Trust me, my posts do fine. So the reason why I have you make these comments is so that other people watching the show, not only right now, they're 33, 35, 40, who knows, something like that, people that oscillate in and out of the show at any given moment. I almost knocked my coffee over. So they'll see it while you're here. But this video will probably be seen somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 times over the next 24 hours. So if 5,000 to 10,000 people watch the video, then 5,000 to 10,000 people will have the opportunity to read your comment and potentially follow you, because that's what I encourage people to do. For example, what should you be doing? Look, I'm not a handsome guy, okay? I don't have any interesting graphics on. Now, if you're wondering what these graphics are, they're the logos for the companies that I run, with the exception of Exit Your Way. I don't run that company. I run the Los Angeles office for that company. Just to be clear, it's not mine. I work for them. They're one of my clients, okay? But I own Bowman Digital Media. I own Project Help You Grow. I own Bowman Coaching. So those are there. So the graphics are what they are. Here's what I really want you to do while you're on this show. I want you to listen like it's a podcast, like it's an audio podcast. But I want you to engage with each other in the comments. I want you to view people from the comments. Now, here's what I'm going to give you. A pro tip. This works everywhere on every platform. Okay. What you want to do is, instead of clicking like you would normally, which is the left side of the mouse, okay, and it would take you to the next page, what you want to do is you want to right click. So you want to right click. I have dyslexia. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, click with the opposite side that you normally would and hit open in a new tab. You view the person's profile in a new tab. You go to the follow button and you hit that. Then you come back in the comments and you tell that person, hey, fill in the name, I just followed you. Would you follow me back? And you gain followers that way. And that will help you. Look, that list of things that I put in the show details, adding clients, looking for a job, increasing your web traffic, all there's a whole list of things that I put in there, right? All that stuff happens by building your audience. And part of building your audience isn't just the number of numbers, by the way. It's also the number of times you engage with them. This show is not just about adding volume, it's also about adding quantity. That great debate, what's more important, quality or quantity? Well, I say both are important. You need both. I'm going to tell you something that's going to rip the lid off your mind for a moment. You wouldn't know who the heck I am if I didn't have 186,000, almost 187,000 followers as of this morning. The number keeps going up. You wouldn't know me if I didn't do that. Want to bet? How many of you knew me before May of 2018? Anthony Norman's the only one in the room that I know of that knew me before May 2018. Actually, Joe Stepke did too. Okay. But the fact is, most of you never would have heard me. You never would have known my name. You wouldn't be watching me on a live if I didn't build my network volume. But also, and probably more important, most of you wouldn't still follow me if I didn't treat you with respect, if I wasn't selfless, a giver, friendly, trying to help others. What makes me different than most other people trying to become an influencer, whatever the hell they want to call it, on social media is the fact that I'm not actually trying to do that. I'm actually honestly looking for ways to help you. I can prove it. I launched my website, Project Help You Grow. It was the first thing I ever did, kind of as an independent business owner, if you will. And it's a philanthropy. It's not about making money at all. Never charged anybody a penny for Project Help You Grow. What is Project Help You Grow? Hey, thanks for asking. Project Help You Grow is a free website. It's a philanthropy website, which basically means it's free. I'm trying to connect job seekers with jobs. So recruiters and employers who have to pay for websites all around the world to post their jobs or to get in touch with the candidates that apply for their jobs, they have to pay a fee for that. You as the job seeker usually don't, but they as the employer or the recruiter do. Well, I don't charge them either. I give it to everybody for free. And by the way, I spend a lot of my time. Melissa goes, me too. You knew me before May 2018. I don't know that that's true, but it might be. I certainly have known you for a while, which is cool. So, yeah, there you go. See, this is the perfect example of what you should be doing. Dana and Joseph, Amna just followed you. I'm going to tell you something. I know Joseph will follow you, Amna, because I've taught him how to use social media. I think Dana will too, because I see Dana on my shows all the time. So your network is important. And here's something else. Let me address this too, because this will help you, Mohammed. You don't have to worry about what field they're in. Follow everybody. I don't care who it is. Follow them. Now, if they're a jerk to you or you see them being a jerk to somebody else and you don't respect them, you can unfollow them. I do that. And people grind my nerves if they're rude. Look, there's a few things I can't tolerate. And it all basically boils down to hate. You may or may not have noticed that Anthony Norman, my cousin, is a black man. I love him like he's my brother. In full disclosure, we lived together for a couple of years as kids. We're like brothers. I would give him literally anything I own, and he would do the same for me. So I can't tolerate racism. I just don't understand it. So if you're a racist and I see it, I'm going to get you. You're just not going to be in my network anymore. Point blank. My brother, Tim Bowman, is a homosexual man. If I see you hating on, any sexual stuff, with the exception of, and I don't understand this. I just don't understand the people who want to have sex with the kids. The pedophile stuff, to me, is nasty. So, anyways, I don't want to cause a great debate here, but trust me, if I see you hating on people, you might as well just leave my network, because if I find you, I'm going to kick you out. So, but other than that, I'm nice to everybody, right? And I have my own political views. I usually don't even share them because, frankly, it's not relevant and I'm not interested in arguing with people. I like to be respectful right? But I am of the mindset that we don't have to agree to be friends. I can respect the fact that you have a different opinion from me, and you probably have a deep seated reason for it, which is totally fine too. I'm, you know, I'm okay with the fact that you have come to a different conclusion than me. That's why we get to vote. Your vote matters. I don't care where you are. Vote. Um, Educate yourself too, by the way. That's why I like to read a lot. Love to read. Love to study. I'm a nerd, and that's just the way it is. I've always been a nerd, but I like to learn. So, anyways, okay, back to the topic. Now, why does not matter? It doesn't matter. In fact, you will be smart to connect with people in different fields, in different locations. Let me explain to you this idea of how to keep a post going, how to build a bigger post. I usually charge for this stuff, by the way, in Bowman coaching. So if you want one-on-one lessons, I can accelerate your growth rate. I can help you with all those things that I listed in the show. Bowman coaching, I teach people how to do this for a living. This is what I do. Okay. So here you go. Imagine a globe. You're going to circumnavigate the globe. Every one of those lines that go up and down basically represent an hour. Basically, it's not exactly accurate, but for visual purposes, it will help you, right? Longitude is what I'm talking about. If you're familiar with what longitude is, okay. So the longitude lines, what does that do? So imagine that represents an hour. Again, it's not exactly accurate, but for this, it'll help you. If you only connect with people in the aviation field, or you only connect with people in your geographical area, there will be a point in time where those people from the geographical area are basically all asleep. Your post will die. You'll have no more comments, and then it will die. But if you connect with people from all around the world, like when I'm asleep, the UK is at work. They basically get off of work when I get up in the morning. India is 12 hours and 30 minutes ahead of me. So when it's midnight here, it's 12:30 in the afternoon there. They're awake when I'm asleep. I'm awake when they're asleep. So by making friends and building relationships with people all over the world, especially from the other side of the world, you're going to help insulate your ability to have posts live longer than one day. And this is why many of you fail, because you don't understand that. But I have friends in Australia, in all up and down Asia, which is pretty much the same time zones. But then I have friends in Europe, in Russia, in India, in the UAE, and that whole time zone, Africa, which is a huge population. I mean, there's all kinds of people that I've made friends with over the last 2 years in all those areas. Then, of course, I have Canada, United States, Mexico, and South America too. But it is momentum around the clock. It's not really rocket science, although it amazes me how many people don't figure that out. So, if you want to increase your mind, increase your culture experience, increase everything. I learned so much from my friends around the world. That's why I know what time it is in most countries right now, which is really fun. Stump Ira with what time is it? But could play that game, I guess. But I do that a lot, and I have global clients too. So that's one reason why it's good to increase your base. Now, why is it good to increase the industry? So instead of just aviation, why do we want more? Well, you could be looking for potential jobs in aviation. So you're thinking, okay, I want to connect with everybody in aviation, but people in aviation may not want to connect with you back. Mike O'Connor, who I have up right now, and we have speed networking on Tuesdays with Mike and Ira. And in full disclosure, the last week I messed up the link, so Mike's going to pick on me about that. That's totally fine. But here's what's cool. I had a Mike doesn't even know this yet. I had a table called Throw Shade at Mike 2 weeks ago, and in full disclosure, last week, even though nobody showed up because I messed up the link. This week on Tuesday, I have a table called throw shade at Ira. So, if you want to throw shade at me, which means tease me, by the way, in case you're not familiar with that expression, throw shade at means to basically pick on somebody. So, there you go. So, I think he's talking to Damon here. That's fine. I'm on fire. My pants are on fire. Okay, here we go. I want to talk about. Oh, hang on a second. Let me finish that thought. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So, if people in aviation are your target, if you reach outside of aviation, sometimes the people that you want to be connected to won't connect with you directly, but they are connected to people outside of their industry. And when you connect with those same people or people that are connected to them, this is how LinkedIn works now. Second and third level connections. Sometimes now they can see you because you increased your network size to include people that they are also connected with. The other thing that people don't take advantage of on Facebook and LinkedIn like they should are the groups. Join groups. So, for example, Mohammed, if you want to go connect with people in the aviation industry, go find 50 groups on LinkedIn associated with aviation. You can connect directly faster with people in your industry of choice by utilizing the groups. Do the same thing on Facebook, and that'll help you out. Lions this weekend. You root for the Lions too? I don't know anybody who does that. Who roots for the Lions and the Vikings? Adam, are you confused? And you live in Virginia. You should be a Redskins. Well, they're not Redskins anymore, I guess. You should be a Ravens fan. How about that? That's the safer one. Or the Washington Football Club. That has got to be the stupidest professional sports name ever. Let's talk about the NFL. Oh, I cannot believe it. You were right about the second, third level connections. Well, of course I'm right. That's why people pay me to coach them. John Denver CPA. Nice. Oh, wait, I missed it. What did he say? Oh, followed you. Yeah. Well, this is the whole point of the show, guys. Again, don't look at me. I am not pretty. If you want to look at somebody pretty, I'll bring Mike O'Connor on. He's a pretty boy. He's also a little fluffy, but I won't hold that against him. Okay, just against the Bears. Oh, I get that. I do get that. Okay. So the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, totally got it. I missed the question. Who is it? Sonia. Ah, here we go. Is it better to follow someone versus connecting with them? No, it's not better to follow than to connect. If you can connect, it's better to connect. There is a limit, though, to connections. And also, when you connect with people, you have to have their permission. And sometimes people, believe it or not, are antisocial on social media. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. People, for some reason, think their LinkedIn account is Fort Knox and they don't want to let anybody in. Well, if you hit the follow button, this is how I recommend you do it. Go to view their profile. You don't need permission to follow them. You can just follow them as long as they've opened up their settings, of course. But if they've opened up their settings to allow followers, you can hit the follow button. Then what you do is in the comments, you say, hey, I followed you. Are you open to connect? And then if they say yes, say, great, send me a connection request. Have them send it to you. Then you don't have to worry about anybody hitting the I don't know button. You've already initiated the dance. Let them finish the dance. And you have no risk. What's the risk, you say? Great question. Glad you asked. Here's what it is. If you send people connection requests and they hit reject, and then LinkedIn says, do you know them? A lot of times people hit, I don't know them. And when they hit the I don't know them, that puts a red flag on your profile. And if you get enough red flags, you get timeouts. You get basically suspended from being able to send more connection requests for a period of time. Now, if you do that again and you break it again, you can actually lose your ability to add connections. Now, people can still connect with you by sending you a connection request, but you actually lose your ability to send them out. That's no fun. So following is better than nothing, but connections are better. Here's why. 2 reasons. A, you get the power of the second and the third level connections, which is what I was talking about earlier. So a follower doesn't get that. Now, if you follow me and we're not connected, and you engage on one of my posts, now I actually can be seen for that post because of the comment by your seconds and thirds and your firsts, right? But if you are connected to me, even if you don't engage on my post, I still have access to your seconds and thirds and your firsts, which are my seconds and thirds. I can explain that more in a coaching session if that doesn't make sense. Okay. I always hit the I don't know them. You're saying, yeah, that's actually being rude. You don't know it. So, now you know. But when you hit the I don't know, you're basically reporting them to LinkedIn like they're spamming you and you're getting them in trouble. So if, as long as they're not sending you like, this happens all the time on LinkedIn and it should stop. It should never have happened. This is not Tinder, guys. It's not a dating site. Like Robbie, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, Robbie. Robbie didn't come here to find a boyfriend or a side dude or whatever you might want to call it, right? She's here for professional reasons. So if a person's going to send you something like, hey, baby, you're so beautiful, and, blah, 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 blah. Well, I would do what you're doing there and report them. But, if they're just sending you a connection request, look, all they're really trying to do is they're trying to grow their network. I can't fault them for that because I know the power a large network offers. People always go to me all the time. They ask me, what does it matter if I grow my network? Well, let's just look at the logos behind me. None of them, not one, would be there if I didn't build my network. That's a fact. I wouldn't have opened Bowman Digital Media. Nobody would pay me to coach them. Would have never even had the thought of Project Help You Grow. And Exit Your Way wouldn't know me either. Not that they wouldn't have wanted me to work for them with a small network. I'm sure they would because they hired me because I'm good at sales. But they wouldn't have never met me if I didn't build my network. You understand? This is how it all works. So, love what you do. I'm always increase my networks. Yes. Connection. This is what it's about. And thank you, Virginia, by the way. SPN means your open network follows golden rule. Yeah, for sure. And I learned a lot of this in the beginning from Mike. Now, I've learned a lot since, but Mike is the one that I talked to a long time ago, and he kind of gave me the education that I'm sharing. The ideas are based on that conversation. And I can tell you firsthand it works. In fact, I don't even have to tell you it works. You can see it works if you followed my story at all. Okay, so let's do this. I want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about networking. So Mike and I do a show on Tuesdays. It's called, hang on a second. It is called Speed Networking with Mike and Ira. And it's Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern time. It is 3 p.m. Pacific time. So it's 3:30 in the morning in India. Sorry, guys. I know that's late. It's 11 o'clock in the UK, which is also late. But again, if you subscribe to our channels, then you can find the stuff recorded. I have not been posting those videos because we don't do a large presentation, so the recording isn't happening. But I did just today think of a way to start recording those on the table. Now, if I do it, it's just going to be, it's going to be part of the event. But I have thought of a way to help. Speed networking rocks. He is fluffy. He's very fluffy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you in just a second. I'm bringing up my well, I'm not going to show you that one. That's not even the whole thing. I'm bringing up some pictures in full disclosure over on the side. That's why I'm not looking directly into the camera. But again, you should be engaging in the comments, not looking at your video screen, or at least not looking at me on the video screen. Okay, so here we go. Got it. All right, so I'm going to share this screen real quick. There it is. Okay, so here's the IRA guide. Okay, so these are the days of the week that you can find me and the location. So let's just go through it. So today's Friday. So if you go down to the Friday one, follow me live. That's what this is. Starts at 9 a.m. Now, all these times are Pacific. Somebody said, Ira, you should put the time zone on your graphic. And I'm like, I did. Did you miss it? It's right here. All times are Pacific. So hopefully that answers that. So when you're seeing 12 p.m. or 3 p.m. or 1 p.m., that refers to Pacific time, because I can't put 24 time zones on here. That would be really, really confusing. So I just put my native time, which is Pacific time, and you can adjust for wherever you are. Okay, so let's go through this. Monday, this is a brand new show. I'm doing it on my lunch break. So in full disclosure, I may be eating while I answer some of these questions, although I'll try not to eat on camera. So we'll figure that out together. But it is my lunch break because Mondays are busy for me. So what is it? It's an hour show. I don't have like a presentation or anything. I may bring on guests from time to time. I had Penny on one of them. Penny Sprague is a guest that I had on. She's an HR lady, and she's one of my friends. You'll see her in most of my posts. Okay, so that is an hour-long show. You bring the questions. It could be about your resume. It could be about cover letter. It could be about salary. It could be about transitioning from one type of work to the other. It could be anything that you want. What is the ATS? How does it work? All those different things. I will discuss any question you want. Now, you may ask me something I don't know. You may stump me. That's fine. If you do, I'll try to find the answer and get it back to you. Or it could be that I'll ask you to DM me that question so I can answer it later for you too. And again, if you ask things that aren't job seeker related, I'm not going to answer them on that show. That is for job seekers. Now, Tuesday is speed networking with Mike O'Connor, the Big O, and me. He's the owner of SPN, which is Service Professionals Network. I own Bowman Digital Media, Bowman Coaching, and Project Help You Grow. So we have combined forces on Remo thanks to Exit Your Way. And Exit Your Way is the sponsor. And what we do is we bring people together, and it's not a presentation. Look, the problem with most events, I'm going to put myself up on the screen here a little bit. The problem with most events that you go to, these networking events, is they're basically making you watch a sales pitch, even though they don't tell you that, right? So what Mike and I do that's completely different is we say, let's screw the the presentation. Let's just give people an opportunity to speak to people they don't already know, or to get to speak even more and get to know people better who they've already met. We're averaging right now about 30 people who come. So it's not a huge event, but you get a lot of time to talk to these folks. And what's cool about it is everybody that's there, just by the fact that they're looking to add to their network, to build their network, to grow. So you have something in common with them. Every single one of them is on LinkedIn. So you can build your LinkedIn network. Now, this is the first week I created an event page on LinkedIn. So if you search right now, speed networking with Mike and Ira in your LinkedIn search, and then the page, the event page will show up in that list. Click on that. You can actually find the link to register right there. And you'll see that over 50 people, we've been averaging 30, but over 50 people have already signed up. And that's just on the LinkedIn page. That doesn't include the people that haven't gone to that page and hit the registration button. Like, for example, I don't think Mike actually has. Mike will be there. Pretty sure. Mostly sure. He might be on mute. He probably will be on mute, but he'll be there. Okay. So if you don't know what that means, sometimes I like to mute Mike because he's a big jerk. I'm just gonna be honest. He's a big meanie. Mean meanie. Picks on me all the time. I don't know why. But he does. He's a jerk. Anyways, okay. Back to this. All right. So after Tuesday, on Wednesday, I do something different on Wednesdays than any other day of the week. I have a split show. What does that mean? Well, the shows alternate. So one week, speed networking with Ira. It's actually Mike and Ira. Let me get that in the comments. Or Mike, maybe you can help me out because I got my screen on. But I'll come back to that. So, in fact, you can see it here. Speed networking with Mike and Ira is actually it's not the full name. Is it there? I had to abbreviate the names on this Ira guide because of the spacing, the way it's set up. So I apologize for that. But it's speed networking with Mike and Ira, and that's what it is. It's okay. I'm doing a couple things at once here too. So here we go. So on Wednesdays this week, for example, well, I just had the show which is called ABC. ABC stands for Alon's Blog Club. It's hosted by Ira Bowman. Here's what we do. We have a conversation. Alon Zybert and I have a conversation about his blog that he releases every 2 weeks. So this Thursday, he's going to release his new blog. So next Wednesday, I won't have the show with him. I'll have the show instead with Joe Stepke, who's on here, and he's my LinkedIn bestie, is what I call him. And he and I have basically a virtual cup of coffee. He's in his man cave. I'm in my office, and we talk about really just all kinds of stuff. So last week, we spent most of the time talking about social media and Cobra Kai because I binge watched. My wife took my daughter to Florida to drop her off for school, and so my wife was gone. And I'm a workaholic, but I was kind of burnt out. So I'm like, I needed a mental break. So I binge watched over a 4-day period, 5-day period, something like that. The Cobra Kai series at night before bed, just to like let my mind go, but it was a lot of fun. I liked it. I really liked the show. I can't wait for the third series, which I think doesn't come out till next year. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's a good show. I think they did a really, really good job with it. So anyways, Joe and I talked about that. We talked about the merits of Superman versus Batman and why Joe Stepke is insane to think that Batman could ever have a chance of beating Superman. But anyways, his argument comes down to a lead box and kryptonite. And my argument comes down to super strength, the ability to fly, no gadgets required, and he can shoot you from miles away with his eyeballs. He doesn't even have to get close to harm you. So, your all your lead boxes and your kryptonite stuff is irrelevant if he just does what he would do if it was me, right? If we're playing chess, I'm not going to get close to you and allow you to beat me with kryptonite. I'm just going to hover over the earth from miles away and shoot you with my laser vision. Right. I can't envision one scenario where Superman would even be at risk by Batman. Plus, it really seems funny. Nobody even considers the fact that they're on the same side. Like, you just assume they're rivals, but really they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to stop the bad guys. So it's all moot point. Anyways, it's just fun fodder. That's what we talk about on Wednesdays. Wednesday's Cup of Joe. We talk about stuff that doesn't matter. All right, how can we see which contact we follow and which not? There's a setting. Yeah, so there is. If you go into your profile, there's followers. You can see who you follow. You can see who follows you. I cannot show you how to do that right now on LinkedIn Live because that is against their policies. But in a coaching session, I could show you how to do that. Okay, so let's get back to this IRA guide, and then we'll wrap this part of it up. So on Thursdays, Exit Your Way Roundtable is something that's really cool, guys. If you are a small to medium business owner, or if you're an entrepreneur, or if you, I don't know, maybe if you're a department manager or whatever, and you want to come learn about all things business related, this is an opportunity to hear. Every week we do this. We have a guest speaker or panel of speakers who give a presentation. Now, it can be a sales pitch light, but it's a little bit different because you're not watching just them get up and give a presentation. We interact. So Damon Pistolka, who's in the room, Andrew Cross, myself, Johnny Kingman, Jeffrey, we will be up there with them. and we're having a conversation about what they're an expert in. So like this next week, oh shoot, I forgot what the topic is. Damon, if you're there, can you tell us what the topic is this week? I've forgotten. Sorry about that. I know in 2 weeks we're doing bootstrapping a business. What does that mean? Bootstrapping a business. That means, look, I've done it. I've done it 3 times now. Project Help You Grow didn't have any investors. I didn't have any. I didn't go to the bank and take out a loan. I just started the business, right? Whatever expenses came in, I paid them. That's bootstrapping. That's what bootstrapping is. You just do it as you can afford it. You're not, seeking investors and loans and going into debt. Basically, you're just, doing what you can to get going. With Bowman Digital Media, it was the same thing. I didn't take a loan from anybody. Didn't go into any debt. Just used money that I had earned and saved to, buy the equipment and the software and all the things I needed to get going. And also, I didn't spend any money. Still haven't spent a single penny in any advertising, which is an advantage of building your network on social media. So because of my social media reach, I haven't had to spend any money in advertising. That's what we're going to talk about, not this Thursday, but next Thursday on the roundtable. So I think that's going to be the most popular topic yet. Bootstrapping a business next Thursday on the roundtable. Okay, so that's what it is. We do networking before and after the event too, so you get to meet more people, which is kind of fun. Okay, Fridays, Follow Me Live. Well, you're here. This is Follow Me Live. And then Saturday, I do another round of Job Seeker Q&A. Why do I do it on Mondays and Saturdays? The reason why I'm doing it on both days is because some people have a job and they can't watch a live show while they're at work, but they really want another job. They have questions about it. For example, how do I search for a job incognito? In other words, how do I search for a job without my employer knowing I'm searching for a job? Well, I answered that question in a blog I wrote. So if you have questions, I want to give job seekers that have a job and job seekers that don't have a job equal opportunity to ask me questions live. There could be people that don't have a job, but they're in a time zone where they're asleep at the time that I'm on Mondays, because I'm on 12 p.m. noon, which is 12:30 in the morning in India, right? So, the time zones make a difference. So anyways, it's just 2 opportunities to answer questions. And frankly, I get lots of engagement and participation on that show, just like I do this one. So there's another reason why it was nice having you on here, Robbie. There are none. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Oh, I know he was talking about the, there are no scenarios where Batman could beat Superman. And I 100% agree with that. Did you hear that, Joe Stepke? Okay, so I want to talk about Project Help You Grow. I want to talk about Bowman Coaching. I want to talk about Bowman Digital Media. I want to talk about Exit Your Way. And I also want to talk about SPN. Why do I want to talk about these organizations? I'm connected with all of them, so that's one reason. But also, I want you guys out there to understand what each of these do so that you can use them to your advantage. Okay, so first off, let's go with Project Help You Grow. Are you a job seeker? Are you looking for employment? Or are you a business owner that has jobs to fill? Or are you a recruiter looking for candidates for roles to fill? If you answered yes to any of those, Project Help You Grow can help you. Now, also, if you have a blog, if you have a website of any kind, if you're running MLM, and if you've answered yes to any of those, Project Help You Grow can also help you, and so can ServiceProfessionalsNetwork.com. Let me pull up these websites real quick. Actually, I already have SPN up. That's right, Mike O'Connor. I already have your website up and running. So be nice to me. Haha. Okay. And let's just make that exit your way. And we'll do Bowman Coaching and Bowman Digital Media. Okay. So all of these websites that I've just referenced, and they're all on the screen except for Service Professionals Network. These are my logos that are behind me. Okay. So let me share my screen right here. Okay. So first up, Project Help You Grow. What is Project Help You Grow? Project Help You Grow is a website primarily. Now there is a LinkedIn page, there is a Facebook page. So, there's groups and there's business pages. But what it is basically is it says it right here. Welcome to Project Help You Grow. Whether you're searching for a job, here to find new talent, or post a job opening, we're glad you are here. The platform allows you to do all of these things for free. We're here to help. So you can build a candidate profile. You can search for a candidate profile. You can post a job. You can search for jobs. You can read or you can watch the podcasts. You can read my blog. I have Kirsty Bonner content on here. Many of you guys don't know this, but Kirsty Bonner and I were really good friends. And she allowed me, long before she ever had her own website, to post her posts. And what we ended up doing is I ended up just doing like the best of Kirsty Bonner as time went on. Like these are some of her posts. Like if you miss her content, here you can find it right here. So anyways, Project Help You Grow has a lot of stuff on it. I get somewhere between 250 and 1,500 people on average on the website per day. That's every day. But lately it's been like 400 to 600 people per day has been the averages that I've been running. Now, how does this help you? Well, it helps you a couple different ways. When you create a profile, candidate profile, this is going to increase your SEO, your search engine optimization. When people are looking for you online, this is my wife, by the way. So I'm going to pull her up. And the reason why I'm going to pull her up is I'm going to show you. It's not just for job seekers. This is my family, by the way. So this right here is one of the main reasons why it can help almost everybody. If you have a blog or your website, or you're trying, you have your own business. My wife sells Scentsy. Okay. So she's not a job seeker. She has a job, but she can create her profile link to LinkedIn and Facebook. And frankly, any other social media channels that she's on, because she is on Instagram and some other stuff. She just hasn't added it, but she could if she wanted to. If you have a portfolio, you could add your portfolio here. But this is the biggest thing right here. This includes an active follow backlink on a website with a domain authority score of 50. That's a really good score because I get good traffic and because I don't have any spam on my site. There are no commercials. There's no advertisements. You're not going to get any emails from me. Anyways, all of these things add up to a great score and it helps you. Okay. So that's Project Help You Grow's candidate advantage. And then you have the jobs. There's millions of jobs on here. And they're jobs from all over the world. You're looking for a job in Africa? I've got jobs. You're looking for a job in India? I've got jobs. You're looking for, here's India right here. Here's UK, right? Here's Israel, couple in the United States. Look at these jobs that were just added yesterday. Here is Germany. I'm sorry, that's Maryland. This is Missouri, Oklahoma, Arizona, India, UAE, Canada, Qatar, Canada, Phoenix, UK, London, Canada, Austin, Texas, Switzerland, Indonesia, Germany, LA, and on and on and on. This is not, look, Project Help You Grow is not just about the United States. It works everywhere. I don't care if you have job listings that you want to promote in Mexico, in Ontario, and that's California or Canada, which is funny because they're both Ontario, CA. Anyways, I'm a dork. Switzerland, right? Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Pakistan, India, Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand, China, Japan, Korea. I don't care. That jobs don't even have to be listed in English. It could be whatever the native language is, as long as you can write the job listing. And it's free, 100% free. So you can post your jobs, you can search for jobs, all for free. Now, the number one thing that I think job seekers should be doing on my website is hanging out on my blog. Why? The reason why you're a job seeker most of the time for a prolonged period of time is because you have bad form. In other words, your strategy needs some adjustment. I teach you how to fix it. The number one issue with resumes right now is formatting and keywords. Well, here I teach you about keywords, and here I teach you about formatting. Read both articles for free. Again, notice there are no pop-ups here. There are no ads. You don't even have to be logged in because you don't need an account to use the website. So again, this is what I think the number one reason why people should be on Project Help You Grow. It's a free resource, 100% free. Most of the websites that you use as a job seeker are free to you, but there is some cost, opportunity cost. You have to create an account and you have to endure and wade through their commercials on the site. They also are going to send you emails you may or may not actually want, and a lot of them sell your information. So you're going to get spammed by third party people that you didn't even ever visit or give permission, but you did when you created your account and you hit the check, yes, 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 yes. You're giving people permission to spam you. I don't like spam. So my site is 100% spam free. It's not only free to use, there are no opportunity costs of using it. Okay, so that's Project Help You Grow. The next site I want to show you is serviceprofessionalsnetwork.com. Now, this is me on serviceprofessionalsnetwork.com. Okay, the reason why I have this up, to me, the value of it is two. A, backlinks, free backlinks to everything, all my contact information. It's like Linktree in a sense, if you're familiar with Linktree, and you should use Linktree too, by the way. Okay, so serviceprofessionalsnetwork.com abbreviates to SPN. And look, I have my phone number, my email, a summary. I have all my links. These are active links. I could click on it. So want to know where I am on Instagram? Just go to my SPN profile, view Ira, and right there, it has all my links. They're all right there. Every single one of them. Okay. Even like FYI.to, which we haven't talked about, my YouTube channel, my Project Help You Grow profile, my website, which here I've got the groups page to LinkedIn, I think is what's there. My Bowman Digital Media website here, Project Help You Grow by irabowman.com. It's all here. Okay. So that's SPN, but also this is the other thing. If you want to get increased exposure for your posts, whether that's on LinkedIn or that's on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, what you do is you come in here and you can post your post. And now you've got another place where people can find your content, and they can not only support it here, but they can go there. The links work. It takes you back to the native platform so that you can comment, like, and share, or whatever you're going to do on that post to support your friends. So I love it. Everybody who's smart has a serviceprofessionalsnetwork.com account. If you're smart and you haven't created one, you should get over there right now and create yours. Again, it's free. Okay. Serviceprofessionalsnetwork.com. That's the website. The next one, love this one. This is exityourway.us. Now, many people know the Exit Your Way because of the name, Exit Your Way. We help people buy and sell businesses. That's what we do. That's our specialty. Okay. However, most of our clients don't start out in a position where they're ready to sell. In fact, did you know 80% of people who want to sell their business cannot, because it's not actually worth very much, if anything, really, because they haven't positioned themselves properly. The business isn't positioned properly. We help with what we call a la carte services, a lot of our clients. So they might need help with accounting. They might need help with some legal advice. They might need help increasing sales. They may not have a very good website. They may not have e-commerce at all. They may need help developing their social media. There's all kinds of things that people could need, and we can help you exit your way with just that thing. So if you're struggling to do your social media, for example, this is something that I'm really good at, right? So maybe instead of trying to do it yourself, you hire somebody like Exit Your Way to help you so that you can focus on the things that you're really good at. You'll make more money because you're no longer wasting your time and you're no longer frustrated trying to do a task that you aren't even really good at. And you say, Ira, that's brilliant. Exityourway.us or just DM me. And if you know anybody who needs that kind of help, send me. I love leads. I would love your referrals. If you want to give me a reference to somebody, awesome. I could use it in the company. We are here and happy to help. We have over 30 consultants in the team. We have all kinds of different specialties. So, depending on what you need, you're going to be working with a different consultant. But that's what's powerful about Exit Your Way. We have locations in Seattle, in Utah, in LA, in Denver. We even have our partners all over. Our consultant team is all over the country. So we're around. We want to help you. It's not just a 1 or 2 person band. You're looking at the founders, Andrew Cross and Damon Pistolka, but there's a team, and you can see who the team is, and you can read their information, the profile information. Even Mike O'Connor's on the team. Crazy, right? Anyways, that's Exit Your Way. If you have any questions, give me a shout. I would love to talk to you about it. Bowman Digital Media is that's my company. That's how I make my living. People go, well, how do you run Project Help You Grow for free? They don't understand how I can do it or why I would do it. Well, the why is simple. I do it because I want to help people. The how I do it is because I don't need it to live. I don't need to charge people money because I have alternate sources of income. I own and operate Bowman Digital Media and Bowman Coaching, and I work with, as a fractional employee, Exit Your Way. Okay. So I have sources of income. So this is the main one for me. Bowman Digital Media. What do? I increase your sales quickly. How? Great question. I help people with their communication needs. Sales communication, marketing communication, branding communication, whatever type of communication you need, I help you. And I do it in the form of website design and maintenance. I do it in the form of social media, business pages, management. I create videos and edit videos. A lot of my videos that I do, people actually shoot their own video, and then I put them together and I edit it and I add sound and all those things. I make it look professional. But they do like selfie videos, and then I take that and work with it. But I do have the ability to record my own videos, social media type, not Hollywood style, right? I can't record a TV show, for example, with my equipment, but I can do social media videos. So anyways, I make those. I'm a graphics artist. A lot of people don't know that. I edit graphics, logo design, or whatever you need. And then I'm also available for sales consultation, which is another way I can help your sales team. If they're slumping, a lot of times it's because their technique is off. And so we just talk about I do client profiling. I work with people on their avatar. I work with people on their strategies for sales. And we figure out ways, sometimes just a 30,000 foot view from somebody outside the team. It's easier to identify what is going wrong and how you can make those little adjustments to get your sales back on track. Anyways, that's all that I do on Bowman Digital Media. Now, if you're curious, I have a portfolio. You can come, and I'm going to make this bigger so you can see it. I have a portfolio on here. You can come and see what it is that I do, right? So social media, graphics, things that I've done for folks, right? You might recognize some of these of my clients here. And there's Joe Stepke, the dynamic duo, the Batman guy. That Granger Designs, that's a logo that I created. Grow and Excel is a series I did. Follow me on Twitter. You might recognize some of this stuff. Life Enabled I did with my social media concierge team. Okay. So then also videos, I make videos. I have samples of videos, all kinds here that you can scroll through and watch to see like what type of videos do I make. Okay. So they're on here. And then also websites that I've created. Now, I've done a few more websites that are not on here. I actually need to update this. But anyways, you can see. So there's irabowman.com, bowmandigitalmedia.com, and Paula's Words, which is the website address is Seeker of the Soul. Okay. So, and then logos. Here's some logos that I've created and worked on. Anyways, that's Bowman Digital Media. if you're interested in what any of this would cost you, one thing that I do that I don't know that any other design agency does, but I put all my prices out there for the world to see. I'm not trying to hide anything. So what do I charge to run social media? I've got 3 different packages and then a whole bunch of a la carte services like SEO work. I charge $150 an hour. 60-second social medias, videos I create for $300. Website design, I do it for $1,000. Now that's the design of the website. There are still some other costs that you have to pay to get the website up and running. But anyways, my phone number is on here. You can email me. You can watch stuff about press release. Press release is a great way to boost your SEO for a little money. It doesn't even cost that much. So anyways, the prices are there if you want to check it out. And then irabowman.com. Well, I created this site before I launched Bowman Digital Media. So this has really turned into my fun website and a place to house my Bowman coaching stuff. So this is really kind of by de facto becoming my Bowman coaching website. But I'm going to show you on here. I don't know if you guys have seen the 60 seconds with the 60 seconds with Bowman coaching series, but it's a series that I do every once in a while when I get the urge to share a message. The latest one was Be Nice, which Mike O'Connor thought was a direct message to him, which maybe it was subconsciously, I don't know. But anyways, you can watch all these for free. So you don't have to, pay for every lesson with Bowman coaching, and you can get an idea of the type of things that I teach in the coaching messages. So that's irabowman.com. Now, why did I share all this on Follow Me Live? The reason why I shared it is because those are tools where some might apply to you and some might not, but I want you to know about them. I want you to know about Project Help You Grow and ServiceProfessionalNetwork.com and ExitYourWay.us and Bowman Digital Media and irabowman.com. The reason why I want you to know about them is because if those tools can help you, then I really do want to help you by letting you know they exist. To build your network, sometimes you have to do things a little bit differently, right? You need to get outside of your comfort zone and do some things that you haven't been doing or haven't been doing well. Service Professionals Network, Project Help You Grow for networking is a huge help. If you're, in business and you're struggling, Bowman Digital Media, Bowman Coaching, Exit Your Way can be a huge help. So use those to your advantage if it will help you. I just wanted to let you guys know. Mike says he's back. Where'd you go, buddy? I didn't even know you were gone. I'm still here. Okay. So what happens now? Follow Me Live is going to end. I'm going to end the show. But Follow Me Friday is about to begin. What is Follow Me Friday? Follow Me Friday is Follow Me Live on steroids. I've already told you that I will get somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 views on this video by the end of the day, if history holds to form, right? I don't have a magic ball, but as long as history holds true, that will be true. Somewhere between 5 to 10,000 people will see that. And so all the comments that you've made will help increase your visibility. Follow Me Friday is a text-only post, and the algorithms love text-only posts. And because I do it weekly, I have a whole bunch of people who already know about it. They follow the hashtag. They set this thing on their calendar. They know somewhere about 10:30 Pacific time every Friday, Ira's going to make this post called Follow Me Live. And guess what happens then? Instead of 5,000 to 10,000 people viewing it, I usually get somewhere between 100 and 150,000 people. Do the math. That's a lot of people. So you do exactly the same thing there. You make comments, you engage with people, you view their profile, you follow them, you let them know in the comments that you follow them. Hey, are you open to connect? You do all that stuff and you grow like a weed. Look, if you want to grow, it takes effort. But I'm serving you a weekly platform, an opportunity for you to grow quickly. I don't need the help growing. There was a day, in fact, it was Tuesday this week. I added 1,000 people to my network just on Tuesday alone. So I don't need the help, but a lot of you do. And that's why I do this show weekly. In fact, Friday is usually my slowest day of the week for growth. I might only grow by 50 people or something during Follow Me Friday activities because everybody there pretty much is already following me. So, that growth model for me personally is not effective, but it helps many people. So what's the average? Well, it depends on the work, because I talk to some people that go, oh yeah, I added 10 people, and I'm like, okay, so you didn't do anything. If you only had 10 people on Follow Me Friday, you didn't do anything. It's not just come to the post and hit the like button and go away. No, it's a place where you want to live for a while. Spend time there. And if you have to go away because you got, something you got to do, that's fine. Come back. Hang out in the comments. Comment on everybody's comments. So they make a comment, hey, I'm here to connect. And you comment, respond, going, great, I'd like to connect with you. View their profile, hit the follow button. That's how you're going to grow. Statistically, I will tell you this. If you follow 2 people, one of those people statistically will follow you back. Follow more people, you'll get more followers. It comes down to that. So you lead the dance. They already have identified themselves as being pro-growth by participating on Follow Me Friday. So the odds of them connecting with you are higher because they're there on a growth activity post, right? But you have to complete the dance because most people are shy. They won't take the bull by the horns and lead the charge. So I'm telling you, lead the charge. View a person's profile, comment on their comment, respond to their comment. That's what I mean by engagement. And let them know that you want to connect with them. Do that. You'll grow like a weed, I promise you. This is not something that I have to wonder or take a leap of faith. This might work. I think it'll work. I hope it'll work. No, it works. It's been proven hundreds of thousands of times. I've fostered millions of connections on LinkedIn with this activity. Millions. If you want some of that action, all you got to do is step up and play, right? The hashtag is follow me. It's not hashtag follow me Friday. If you pay close attention, you'll notice there's a space between the follow me and the Friday, because follow me works for both the live and the Friday. So you can catch both series. I did that on purpose. When I started Follow Me Friday, I knew that I was going to go for live. I didn't have live at the moment, but I knew I was going to go for live, and I always wanted to use the hashtag for both. That's why I set it up that way. It makes me giggle every time I see somebody put Follow Me Live together as a hashtag or Follow Me Friday, because I know they don't really pay attention. It's just follow me. And it's not about you following me. It's about you using it, telling other people to follow you. So when you're using it, follow me means follow you. Got it? Okay. My name's Ira Bowman. Thank you so much for watching Follow Me Live. I will be back tomorrow, according to the Ira Guide, at 9 a.m. Pacific time for my new show, Ask Ira Job Seeker Q&A. What is it? It's an opportunity for you as a job seeker to ask me, the owner and operator of Project Help You Grow, questions about the job search. It can be anything you want. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll see you in just a few minutes on Follow Me Friday's post. Again, it's the largest networking event week in and week out on LinkedIn. I've been doing it for over a year. We get somewhere between 100,000 and 150,000 participants week in and week out. Now, there are exceptions. Some weeks it's lower, some weeks it's higher. We've had posts for Follow Me Friday break 250,000 views on a weekend. So it does happen, but some weekends are light, some weekends are heavy. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. I'd rather underpromise and overdeliver. So I'm going to turn on the music, and I will see you. Give me 10 minutes, and I will have Follow Me Live up and running on LinkedIn. And if you want to build your network, you should join me. See y'all later. Thanks for watching.